Today, I'm going to show you my coleslaw recipe. This is the one I love. It's simple, quick to make, and delicious. I always use a ball jar to make the dressing for my coleslaw. I love that I can see exactly how much I put in there. I can visualize the amounts that I need. And if I have any leftovers, it stores nicely in the refrigerator. Start by adding your mayonnaise to your jar. I just add spoonfuls. I don't really measure it out. Have about 3/4 of a cup of mayonnaise. Next, I'm going to add celery seed, 1.5 teaspoons. I like celery seed. I love the flavor that it adds to the coleslaw. And so a little more is what I like. You may like less. So I would start out with 1/2 teaspoon of celery seed as you're trying to customize your coleslaw. I'm also adding 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Add or use less if that's what you like. I'm also adding 1.5 tablespoons of powdered sugar, as I like how it dissolves. So I'm going to mix that up, mix it well. Some recipes would suggest that you add a little milk or a little water to thin out your dressing a bit. I suggest that you don't. You're going to find that as your coleslaw sits in your refrigerator, some natural liquid is going to be emitted from the cabbage. Use that natural liquid by just stirring your salad around a bit. If you add extra liquid, either milk or water, it is going to make your coleslaw watery. Now let's assemble the coleslaw. I'm using a packaged coleslaw mix. You can either use a package or you can shred your own cabbage. For ease, I like to use a prepared cabbage. You'll want to make your coleslaw at least 3 hours in advance of eating to allow the dressing to coat all of the pieces of the cabbage, to have it settle in a bit, and to develop the level of crunchiness that you want. You could eat it now. You could. It would be very crunchy. You might like it that way. You know, that's the whole thing about coleslaw and how personal and the preferences that people have is you want to have it made just the way you want to make it. That's why buying it prepared from the grocery store really isn't the best option. So getting the dressing taste down that you like and finding the mixes that you like to use really is your key to having a perfect coleslaw. Now that you've combined the dressing into the coleslaw mix, just cover your coleslaw and refrigerate for 3 hours or up to overnight. It's been 1 hour since I made the coleslaw, and just for illustration purposes, I'm showing you how much it's settled in 1 hour. If you remember, when I first put it into this 2-quart bowl, it was almost overflowing. And here we are down so that it's reaching up about halfway in the bowl. It really does settle in.